Okay, I'm back. God, I'm back, y'all. I know I haven't uploaded in about like 3 days, y'all. I had a damn plumbing issue. Like like I'm talking walk. I walk in my garage like, bro, what the fuck is this? And then I'm thinking, okay, cool, that's just it. Okay, something's leaking right there, is making the ceiling fall. Okay, cool. I go into my storage space. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah, the issue was with the tub. Well, anyways, it was bad, y'all, and I couldn't focus on nothing. I couldn't. I can't focus on nothing when shit like that is going on in my house. So I knew I wasn't gonna do anything until that problem was fixed, which I thought it wasn't gonna be fixed till Wednesday, but we think we got it done today. So I initially was like, I'm just not gonna react all week. I'm not doing nothing until this problem's fixed. I don't care what. We gonna fix this, and we got it fixed. Just gotta do some repairs, some sheetrock type shit. But anyways, I'm back, man. I'm back, and I said let me just do some warm ups. I'm here with the homie Nick, Fat Electrician, the USS Texas. I look. I think my guy Arnold Winkler 395. Arnold Winkler 395 is someone who he's always commenting videos I should watch. And I think this is the one. I think this is the USS he's been telling me to do, because it's shorts. He's requested a few shorts. I think this is it. Arnold, let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know, and I'll try to get to that one. But this is it. The USS Texas, the last Dreadnought. This is one of his shorts. So let's see what my boy Nick got to learn me. Come on, Nick, get me out this fucking rut, man.
Today we're talking about the most gangster battleship of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, the USS Texas, predating both world wars, being built in 1914, it is commonly referred to as the last Dreadnought. But it's not technically a Dreadnought, it belongs to the American New York class of battleships, which were commonly referred to as Super Dreadnoughts, which are basically just dreadnoughts that were made in twelfths. And you're never going to believe this, but they were better than all the ones made with the metric system. What made them the best? Well, they had the largest guns ever put on a boat before at that point in time. Those being the Mark I, a turret with 2 barrels capable of launching 14-inch shells that weighed nearly 1,600 pounds apiece. The USS Texas had 5 of them.
That weigh 1,600 pounds each?
14-inch shells that weighed nearly 1,600 pounds apiece. The USS Texas had 5 of them, 2 in the front-inch shells that weighed time. Those being the Mark I, a turret with 2 barrels capable of launching 14-inch shells that weighed nearly 1,600 pounds apiece.
14-inch shells. Somebody explain this to me. 14 inches. Right? How the fuck does that weigh 1,600 pounds? Somebody explain this to me, y'all. Somebody explain it to me. I'm hearing this wrong. I be hearing shit wrong, and y'all know that. Fix this for me, y'all.
With 2 barrels capable of launching 14-inch shells that weighed nearly 1,600 pounds apiece. The USS Texas had 5 of them, 2 in the front and 3 in the back. It was like a Freedom sedan. Those guns were also aimed with ballistic calculators and analog computers, making them some of the most accurate naval guns in the world at that point. It was also equipped with 16 Mark 8s shooting 5-inch shells, and 8 Mark 10s shooting 3-inch shells. Not only did it have the best offense in its day, it had the best defense as well. It was the first ship in world history to incorporate anti-aircraft guns, as well as having a 12-inch thick hull. Yeah.
Anti-aircraft guns are guns that can basically shoot up in... Well, let me not tell y'all what it is. Let me say what I think. Anti-aircraft guns, you get to shoot the planes in the sky. That means that the guns actually swivel up and you can get to it. I wonder, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to see what he says.
World history to incorporate anti-aircraft guns, as well as having a 12-inch thick hull. Yeah, an entire freedom foot of Pittsburgh steel. The only thing millimeters is gonna do to that is scratch the paint. So you have the best battleship ever made at that point in time. How do you make it more intimidating? That's easy. You have it be the first American ship to ever incorporate Marines in its crew. I'm gonna say that again, but slower. They let the fucking water grunts drive the biggest aquatic gun ever made. At that point in history, anyways. So World War I rolls around, and needless to say, nobody wanted to be the first to get hit with the Freedom Sedan. And for that reason, the USS Texas saw almost no combat in World War I. But its actions in World War II is what... And for that reason, the USS Texas saw around the biggest aquatic gun ever made. At that point in history, anyways. So World War I rolls around, and needless to say, nobody wanted to be the first to get hit with the Freedom Sedan. And for that reason, the USS Texas saw almost no combat in World War I. But its actions in World War II is what made it a naval legend. By the time World War II came around, the USS Texas was...
Wait, so when he says that nobody wanted to see it, like, you're telling me the ops just was just like, bro, they got some bullshit over there that's like this on steroids. Like, what we got on steroids. Like, let's not even plan any mission to even figure out what that shit got going on. Is that what happened? That's what that's what it sounds like he's saying happened. It sounds like he's saying nobody wanted to see it, so we just gonna stay away. Or is it we built this big ass ship and it really ain't no ships out there for us to blow this shit up with? I meant to blow up with this shit. I don't know. Let me know.
Actions in World War II is what made it a naval legend. By the time World War II came around, the USS Texas was nearly 3 decades old. It was no longer the most dangerous battleship in the world, with bigger, newer, faster, fancier ships like the German Bismarck, the Japanese Yamato, and the Iowa-class battleships. But its crew did have 30 years of experience, and as the old adage goes, youth and exuberance is no match for old age and treachery. Which is something that the USS Texas lived up to because it is the only U.S. battleship to engage the enemy in all 5 theaters of World War II. D-Day, June 6, 1944. The USS Texas would take its position 12,000 yards off the coastline. At which point the USS Texas was tasked with bombarding the enemy fortifications. And it did just that, firing over 255 rounds in under 34 minutes. That is 408,000 pounds of ammunition. Let's put that into perspective. Your minutes did just that, firing over 255 rounds in under 34 minutes. That is 408,000 pounds of ammunition. Let's put that into perspective. Your average Volvo weighs about 4,000 pounds. Meaning that the Texas was shooting the enemy with about 3 spicy Volvos a minute for half an hour straight. I'm trying to tell you that the Grim Yeater over here bitch slapped the enemy's coastline with an entire car dealership in the amount of time it takes you to watch a TV show. The Grim Yeater would continue to airmail spicy Volvos to the enemy until June 11th, when it ran out of ammo. But then sail to the rear detachment off the coast of France to pick up more ammunition, and then sail back to continue engaging the enemy. By the time it had returned to the beach at Normandy, the Allied troops had driven the enemy so far back that its guns could no longer reach. So it advanced from 12,000 yards to 3,000 yards, the closest they could possibly get without beaching the ship. It is at that point in time the USS Texas said, "Hold my beer," and flooded all of it.
This is the... Oh, man. It's so much information I be consuming in these videos, y'all, that I be misplacing information. This is the ship that they purposely flooded to lean it. Wait, to lean it down so that it so that the shells can travel further. This is it. Is this the video I'm supposed to be watching? Arnold, is this the video I'm supposed to be watching? Is this it, Arnold? I think this is it. So it advanced from 12,000 yards to 3,000 yards, the closest they could possibly get without beaching the ship. It is at that point in time the USS Texas said, "Hold my beer," and flooded all of its blister tanks on the starboard side, tilting the entire boat, changing the angle of the guns, allowing them to reach further inland. They gangster leaned a 32,000-ton warship so they could continue to engage the enemy. This might be the most grunt-horrific moment. I was just about to say, bruh. Like, what I'm thinking the idea is you shoot till the fucking enemy retreats. If the enemy retreats, then we Gucci until they come back. These dudes said, no, we don't want them to retreat. We want them gone. I don't want them coming back. And somebody figured out, hey, let's put some hydraulics on this bitch. How you do that? With water. Let you flood some shit a little bit. We gonna lean the boat. That's gonna make the shells travel further, and maybe we can blow all they shit up, and they ain't never gonna come back. But somebody thought about that, y'all. Somebody had the this is what I needed. I needed some foolish shit. I needed some grunt shit to put me in a better mood, because now you're telling me a pack of humans was like, yeah, let's flood this bitch. That's gonna give us just enough. And if it don't work, who fucking cares? Who cares? We winning. And if it does work, we're geniuses. And here you are being geniuses. You end up in a damn Fat Electrician video.
So they could continue to engage the enemy. This might be the most grunterific moment in world history. Can you imagine playing the board game Battleship and whoever you're playing says, I've sunk my own battleship, prepare to die? And then you get hit with a fucking car? Look, I know I talk about this a lot, but this is a great example of the type of shit that goes on when you hit the doc or the officer. It's not necessarily a war crime, but Geneva didn't necessarily know that shit was even a fucking option. The USS Texas would then go on to engage the Japanese Empire at Okinawa and Iwo Jima. After World War II, it would retire and start the Americans' proud tradition of having their best battleships become floating museums. Unlike all the other best battleships in the world who have a proud tradition of becoming tetanus-infested fish habitats, like the Japanese Yamato, delicately placed here by the USA, and the German Bismarck, delicately placed here by the USB, also known as Great Britain.
Damn, is that the Bismarck? Is that the Bismarck from, That's not the Bismarck from the Sabotage. Is that the Bismarck from Sabotage? Is that it?
And the German Bismarck, delicately placed here by the USB, also known as Great Britain. If you don't know, the Bismarck and the Yamato are the two battleships that people like to argue are better than the Iowa-class battleships. Given the fact that all the Iowa-class battleships are floating museums that you can see anytime you'd like, and you need scuba gear to see these, it raises the question, what are they better at besides being shitty submarines? For information on the most gangster battleship of all time, you can go to battleshiptexas.org. You can donate, buy memorabilia, or even buy a piece of the ship itself to help preserve this naval legend. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We have 4 new shirt designs and sticker designs available at my website. Link for that should be in my bio or the video description, or you can go to bunkerbranding.com and look up the Fat Electrician. Until next time, thank you for your service. Quack Bang out.
Okay. But I ain't gonna lie, I think there's more videos on it. I think somebody suggested another video of it, but it wasn't a Nick video. Oh, there goes another USS, the USS Barb. Let me know if this was the right USS I was supposed to do. Even though if Nick did any of them, I plan on getting to it anyway. All right, I'm feeling a little better, y'all. I'm feeling a little better. Okay, my mind was all jumbled up. Shit had to adult, and now I can get back to the good to the good vibes. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I'm out, y'all. Peace.